everyone, David here. Welcome back to part 2. We will analyze the struggle between bulls and bears to identify a precise sell entry at the start of the European session, the exact time when major market players step in. I will wait for the price to continue moving to monitor the picture afterwards. Alright, here, let's look again. There is a prior downward force. Then it creates this bottom area where the price pulls back up and moves sideways. Then this downward wave breaks down, breaking through all previous bottom areas, especially the previous lowest bottom area here. The price is broken through and started a smaller sideways phase. We can see this sideways phase is a compressed sideways phase with higher lows and lower highs. After this compressed price phase, there is a red candle breaking down strongly and breaking through these bottom areas. Specifically, it also breaks through the lowest bottom area of the entire sideways phase, meaning further down there is no longer any dangerous resistance zone. At this moment, in fact, it could also be a beautiful entry point for us to enter an order in a breakout style, meaning the price breaks through a price zone. We can enter a sell order at this breaking candle because it is also broken through the lowest bottom area of this sideways zone. We place the stop loss above this area. Or we can enter an order when the price pulls back to the nearest bottom area that it just broke here. Those are all orders we can enter. However, at this moment, it is only around 11 a.m. and my trading time is usually in the afternoon after 12. In reality, I wasn't observing during this stage. However, when we look back, we also need to visualize whether it was a reasonable entry point or not, so we can learn from it for next time. So here it is, still a reasonable entry point, like what I shared earlier. When looking according to the bull and bear rules, clearly, we see after the bulls created a strong attacking trend in the previous stage, reaching this stage, the bears' wave also broke through the important base areas of the bulls. After that, the bulls and bears also struggled again in this sideways phase to test whether the prior force of the bulls remains or not. The force of the bulls again showed its weakness when it let the bears continue creating a wave breaking down past the bulls' base area here. Then again, a struggle phase between the bulls and bears occurred in this area to test whether the bears' force in this segment is truly strong or not. When there is a sign of breaking through the bulls' base area, clearly the bulls must step in and try to push it up. The bears are attacking downwards. From that, it leads to this struggle phase. And this phase continues to be confirmed by this bearish candle breaking through the sideways phase. Of course, the market does not always run simply so that we can perceive the bull and bear forces. There will be phases where bulls and bears fight chaotically all over the place. Price sweeps up and down. We cannot possibly analyze the force of the two sides. That is exactly the time we need to avoid trading. Our job is to dig deep, seek opportunities when we have bases, and avoid the market when we have no bases. In this case, we can see the struggle of the bulls and bears is very logical with each other, demonstrating that the bear force is prevailing. And that is exactly the time we need to dig deep, searching for entry opportunities when we have bases that help increase the win rate. Continuing after that, we can see the price hasn't completely crashed yet, but it has another sideways phase. It also creates a struggle zone and then breaks down at this candle. Breaking through this zone, the time I entered the order is the time here. Stop loss is above this area. The time it broke through, this is around 2:45 p.m. time. We can see once again the two sides struggling in this stage, and the sellers continue to prevail again. as well as the time the price breaks through. This zone falls at the beginning of the European session, around 2 to 3 p.m. So that is also a reasonable time. It adds a supporting factor for me to enter this order. It's great that you guys listened until the end of the video. Don't forget to check out the next market insight to fully understand more about gold. Actually, all the live updates and real-time execution are happening right now inside our trading room. See you guys next time.